board, correct? Excellent. Okay, so Anne, you figured out the screen share. Do you want to go first?
This little green button in the corner, it says screen share. Okay, so I apologize in advance for the flowery pinkness, but I think it's cute.
Yep. There it is. Yep.
Okay. When I wrote out my statement at the beginning of the semester, I kind of boiled it down to 4 main things that I wanted to work on. I wanted to feel the spirit more consistently in my life, more love for others because I'm kind of a bitter, grumpy person, healthier, and I wanted to try and refocus and prioritize my life around my family and my faith, because I feel like with work and school and, you know, I've just gotten really busy, and some things have been, oh, I'll take care of that later, but I wanted that to a larger priority again. So I set, on one side I've got my list of goals, and on the other side I have like the number of yeses in blue, the number of reds in no's in red. And my goals were mostly focused around those, like eating 5 servings of fruits and vegetables, exercising for 20 minutes, recording what I ate, checking in on Cindy and David, who are my accountability partners, praying to love one specific person every day of the week, reading the Book of Mormon for 10 minutes a day at least, and waking up at 6:35 in the morning each weekday so I could read my Book of Mormon. Goals was to pick someone to pray to have charity and love for, show that love for them, write a thank you note, and work on my calling for at least 1 hour a week. And then my monthly goals were to attend the temple a month and spend an hour doing family history. And I was able to complete those at 100%. It was my daily goals that I struggled with a little more. There's a lot of information, so I'm sorry. On one side, I've got my the days that I didn't complete my goals and my reasoning. And at the beginning of the semester, it was more because, like, when my schedule would change or weird that got in the way of my, it messed me up. But later at the end of the month, I was starting to get a little discouraged and a little unmotivated because I didn't really see that I had made much progress until we started doing these projects. I started looking at, like, oh, I actually did change a lot. But anyways, I chose, it was kind of up to each of my family members who were helping me stay accountable. And my husband asked me to do all of his ironing for the week if I didn't. And my sister and my mom were also. Well, my sister wanted me to clean her car. My mom wanted me to wash her windows. And then, yes, my husband was actually really good about, like, kind of keeping tabs on me, because he was really trying to encourage me and things like that. And my husband was the one that followed up with me the most. So mostly I did a lot of ironing this semester. My mom and my sister were pretty good about keeping track of me at first, but then they kind of stopped following up so much. So some of the things that I wanted to accomplish was I wanted to learn some healthy habits and lose some weight, get back into the habit of, like, personal scripture study every day. And I wanted to I used to go to the temple all the time, and then I just haven't been able to get there as much. So I wanted to start getting back in the habit of going there frequently and doing family history work. And then I wanted to quickly feel love for people around me. And while some of the things, like, turned out pretty quick, I actually learned some different things, and I think my goals, anyways, I'll explain. Instead of I did lose some weight, not a lot, but I lost some, but mostly I learned how to just plan my meals better, like around healthier options, and daily exercise. got in the habit of that. It was really good because my husband joined in on the exercising with me, and it's been really good because we would go for a walk together, or we would just do for a bike ride together. We would do fun things together. It gave us more time together. One thing that I really liked from doing this every morning for my scripture study. And while I didn't get this automatic love for people that I was hoping I would get, Heavenly Father will help me learn to love people and help me learn to see them as I've been praying for people, I've gained like better understanding of what they are going through and the difficulties that they're having, which helps me loving towards them. Two things that I would do in the future is I would probably set fewer goals. I thought all my goals were like little, and so I could find, but some days it was kind of overwhelming. I thought another good thing would be maybe like set a reminder on my phone to like, oh, did you read from the Book of Mormon or whatever? And then another thought was to give email reminders to those who are following up on me, like once a week, have an automatic email that I don't have to send. My computer just does it for me. Go to my mom and my sisters so they'll remember that they're supposed to like help me stay on track. I would like to focus on just that if so many things got a little overwhelming. And then maybe be a little more forgiving of myself. There were some nights where I would be like recording all of what I ate. I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't eat like 5 fruits or vegetables. So I would be like on my phone, like what I was eating while like not hungry at all, and trying to eat a banana just to make my 5 fruits or vegetables. So it was a little ridiculous at some point, more like spirit of the law maybe, and you know. I gave myself a 9 out of 10 as far as like at the beginning of the semester I was so like dedicated. I worked really, really hard at this, and then just like the last couple of weeks it got more difficult for me. But I really felt like I really tried to put a lot into this so I would get a lot out of it, because I do a person tool to help do that. Then just a few things that I learned about accountability. The first one, knowing that someone out there knows what I'm trying to do makes me want to try harder. Not just because it makes me feel guilty, but because like they're supporting me and they're with me, and they make myself a better person and they want to be there for me. But that unity makes me stronger. So those goals that I was unified in with my husband or with my accountability partners, I had a support group, made it easier to follow through. And then the last thing I kind of want to talk about is consequences. There's the obvious consequence of having to iron my husband's shirts, but also I think a bigger consequence than that is just not progressing. Hold ourselves accountable. We don't move forward, and that's the biggest thing that we really lose when we aren't actions, is that we don't change and we don't progress. So that was, I don't know if I talked fast, but that was kind of what I learned and what I did for my project.
Wow, awesome.
It was great. Mine is not like that.
Irene, do you want to go next, or do you want me to go next?
You can go next.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna hit the screen share.
I want to share your entire screen.
So, did we have to do a PowerPoint?
You don't have to. I don't think so. No, it just was one of the suggestions on the thing.
Okay. If I knew that we could put it up on the screen, I would have done one, because I was like, Why would I do a PowerPoint and if I'm not going to share it with anybody?
Oh, hold on. Let me get back to the beginning here. There we go. All right. So here's mine. I called it my What Am I Becoming accountability project. I wasn't quite, I had less goals than Ann did, or at least less specific things, but my ultimate goal, and this is, I just wrote it all out. I want to be the kind of person people can trust and rely upon, a person who does what they say they will do without exception. I want to be an instrument in the Lord's hands. I want to be spiritually in tune so that I know what to say yes to and what to say no to, so that I don't overload myself or my family. I want my husband and I to be a team, to be, as the scriptures say, equally yoked. I want us to be excited about our goals because we are achieving them together. I want to be trustworthy so that we can talk about our dreams and work together to get those dreams accomplished together. I want to support him in his goals as well as he supports me in mine. And I want my home to be filled with good, wholesome things, especially good music. I want to teach my children the importance of service through my actions, not just my words. And I want my children to understand the joy it brings and that service is never convenient. Often that is how you know it is true service, because it really isn't convenient. I want to be healthy and fit through feeling my body well as activity and exercise. I want that health to not just be physically, but emotionally and spiritually as well. I want to continue to grow and learn no matter what my age, mom, grandma, or great-grandma, and never stop and become stagnant or complacent. Now, obviously, in this semester, I can't achieve all of those. So the specific ones that were in my contract were, I will work out for 30 minutes to 60 minutes at home or at the base gym 3 to 5 times a week, minus holidays like spring break or up to 5 sick days for the rest of the semester. I will commit to studying my scriptures Monday through Friday. Saturday and Sunday will be optional conference talk or scriptures for a minimum of 20 minutes per day, minus, again, my 5 sick days. And then so 30 total hours for the workout and 25 minimum total hours for the scripture study. If I do not keep to this schedule, I will have to sing a solo, a cappella, of I Am a Little Teapot in front of either the Whole Relief Society or my spouses committee board. And then the people I was accountable to that were checking on my my stuff were Jace Peterson, Kyle Walker, and Sharon Bennett from our class. But I also, I was accountable also to like the Relief Society and my spouse committee board. So this is my results. Weeks 1 through 4, I was doing really well. I was gung-ho, I was all about it, and that one missed day where I sang my first time, it was just one, and I didn't feel all that guilty about it. I can't remember exactly what happened, but it was one of those days where you couldn't win for trying. And so I know it wasn't because I was just lazy. So I kept right on going strong in week 5, and then week 6 we played that like everybody was sick with the flu, only it like leapfrogged through the house, and I pretty much only got 2 days done out of that whole. That's my 30% was 2 days. Then the next week, because I tried to just jump right back in, I pulled a muscle and I hurt myself. So again, only 2 days. Monday and then Sunday, nothing in between. But I was able to get right back on the horse for week 8 and kept going pretty strong through week 12. Although my scripture study wasn't as focused. So what happened? I was mostly successful in what I wanted to accomplish. I am happy with the results I achieved. The toughest part for me was keeping up with the calendar every day. I tended to end up updating it twice a week or once a week rather than every day. And several times I didn't realize that when I was updating it, I was only updating it on my computer, not on my OneDrive. So I'd go like a week and a half and not realize the OneDrive was up to date, which was problematic. For the consequences, yes, I followed through on my consequences, except for this last one because I didn't get some things done. So we had conference. There wasn't anybody to sing to yet. I will be doing that this week. I appreciated the consequences, and I kind of made it public. And that helped me want to keep going with my goals when my determination wavered a little bit. What would I do differently? Simplify it. I guess the simplify things is I wouldn't have been quite so specific about what I had to do for my scripture study. After a couple of weeks, the way I worded it for myself was really restrictive. And I wish that I just, allowed myself to pick a topic or to pick a, so I would do that differently when I write up my goals. And definitely I would add an option for injury, because that was frustrating because I couldn't do what I needed to do because I had hurt myself. Yes, and I would definitely set up reminder. I will actually, because I intend to keep going for sure with the gym goals and the scripture study. I'm going to set up a reminder on my phone so I can keep track better, because when I did it on a daily basis, it was easier to see the progress I was making and to want to keep going. When I let it go to once a week or twice a week, it was easier to be more complacent. And then the last one, like I would leave a little more latitude for my personal preference in scripture study. My score, I gave myself an 8 out of 10, partially because I think my percentages were really good, but my heart really wasn't into the scriptural study the last few weeks. Yeah, and if I'd been keeping, oops, I thought I had one more slide. Okay. Yeah, and if I could have given myself a better number, I think, if I'd been more consistent in keeping track. Yeah. I missed, there we go. I did miss one. So what did I learn? I must have hit see if I can make that one big. Anyway, what did I learn? Our family's been going through some pretty tough trials and struggles right now for different reasons. Some of it's because of my husband's job, some of it's because of my school, some of it's because our son is like a year and a half away from graduating from high school. When we're coming to like the perfect storm. So there's a lot of stress and that's kind of leading to drama. And quite frankly, I've been angry for a while, and that made it tough. Didn't want to do my scripture study, but these goals helped me recognize that I was getting angry and I was feeling resentful. And rather than rebelling, it helped me kind of refocus and get my brain back where it needed to be. So this project has helped me see that I needed to make some internal changes, and helped me notice that because I've been having so many things to do, it's been making it tough to be precise in my follow-through, especially when I'm task saturated. So I'm looking at ways to simplify to make sure that I am able to follow through, and those two things are kind of my new watchwords.
I felt the same way, like task saturated. That's a good way to put it.
Seriously, we're a family of 6, and I went back to school, and my husband's in command right now, so there's extra things that are expected of me. It's almost like I'm the Relief Society president for his squadron, on top of just, yeah. And I just started getting angry about everything that, there were all of these things that are good that I should be doing. And I'm trying to remember that it's okay to not say yes to all of the good things. It's okay just to choose the better and the best, and making sure that I'm prioritizing and simplifying so that I can follow through on everything so I'm not feeling guilty is a big deal.
Yeah.
Is that the end of your presentation?
It is. I think I turned off my thing so you can screen share.
Okay. Well, I didn't do a PowerPoint because, like I said, I was like, who am I going to share it with? Apparently, there's a way to do it. So, So as far as the question is who I want to become, I wrote something super long. Apparently I think this is for the rest of my life. I want to become, so I'm a single parent, so I want to become a mother of family. I really want to be a stay-at-home mom. I want to have a few children. Oh my gosh, I'm getting emotional. As soon as I'm done with this, I'll tell you guys a little bit more about what's going on with me. I want to be able to spend time with my children. I want to be the typical soccer mom, the mom who volunteers with her children in school, drive them to sports, take goodies to their classrooms, because as a single mother, you can't do that because there's other priorities. Um, and there's guilt involved in that. So I want to be able to cook healthy dinners for my family and sit at the table and have a husband one day, but I need to start dating in order for that to happen. I also need to become more Christ-like. I need to work on being nice to people. Like you were saying, you were angry, and when you're angry, I don't think I'll be able to find a husband. So you're not the only one who has been angry this semester. I need to at least start praying once daily and increase my number of prayers. I don't hold weekly family home meetings with my daughter, so this needs to be a priority. I also need to make more time to have fun with my daughter. I need to plan fun activities to do with her. I also need to control my health so I can live a long, healthy life, and I need to control my diabetes by eating healthy. Which they just told me a couple weeks ago that I might have type 1 diabetes, which would explain why I've been so sick. Since I can't currently exercise because I got back surgery back in November. I had back surgery, so I couldn't really do anything. And so I've been recovering. So that's on top of that. And says here, I want to become a better person because I know firsthand the person I was prior to joining the church. I did not like the person who I was. I was very fortunate to be presented with the gospel and become a disciple of Christ. I have made many changes in my life and truly feel better spiritually and physically. I just need to work more on it and have more concise goals. I did not know about goals until the missionaries brought it up when I was converted. So it's hard for me to make and keep goals, but I noticed thus far when I have goals, it makes me feel great when I accomplish them. So what I've been going through this semester is learning how to walk again from my back surgery, being able to just get up, things like that. Like getting up in the morning was very hard for me for when we're video chatting. Obviously, I can easily get up now, as you guys saw, as I got up a few times. But also, on top of that, I've been very, very sick. And like I said, they think I have type 1 diabetes. So I'm going through that right now. They got my lab works. I have to go to the doctor because they don't have good news for me, but they wouldn't tell me over the phone, which I figured because I don't feel good. So I'm like, okay, great. And then I was hemorrhaging all term up until like 2 weeks ago. So I have a problem with my uterus and I'm not married. So that's very hard for me because I want to have more children. So that's another choice that I'm going to have to make here in the future. The Lord has blessed me with one child, but I may not have the privilege to carry another child ever again. So I'm going through so much this term. So that's what's been going on with me. That's why I'm always yawning. I'm always tired because I'm like, my gosh, they must be thinking I'm so rude. I'm always yawning. But my health has not been good at all, which brings me to like my goals. My goals were to say at least one prayer today. And like you said, I was so angry about my situation. And it's like one thing after another. I was like, you know what? I have back surgery. I'm in pain, but why do I have to go to the doctor all the time? Because I'm not feeling good or they haven't figured out what's wrong with me. And so I'm very angry and bitter. And I'm very blessed to be taking courses at BYU. BYU Online, and I know that, and I think I have another class with you too, and they always talk about the gospel, the B321, I think I have with you too. Yeah, so I'm very blessed to have that. But, you know, I'm just very angry, and sometimes I don't want to pray. And there was a few days where I didn't pray, and I didn't pray on purpose because I was like, no, I'm angry. um, and I'm like, you should pray, but I didn't. And my other goal was to check my sugar levels daily. I hate pricking myself every single day. So some days I didn't do it, and I knew my sugar levels were high that day. And I'm like, I know I didn't make the healthiest choice, or I knew I ate late at night, and so I'm not gonna prick myself. But now I have to because I'm on insulin, so I kind of can't just like, because they thought I had type 2 diabetes, which I could get away with not pricking myself and just drinking the medicine. But now it's kind of like I have to prick myself and inject myself every day now. So I've been doing a lot better. But because of that, if it wasn't for that, I would have more no's towards the month of March. But I did very good in March because of that. And another one was, did I have at least 2 healthy meals and 1 snack? And I did okay on that one. I do try to watch what I eat because of my sugar levels. And my other goal was my weekly goal was, did I do family home evening with my family? And I did do it. And it was very, very great. And sometimes my dad doesn't want to do it, but me and my mom, we did it. Or sometimes it was just me and my daughter, and we did do family home evening, and that really blessed our family. And we learned that family home evenings don't have to be an hour long. They could be 10, 15 minutes. So we try to keep it nice and short now, because hour-long family home evenings are very discouraging. We learned that. So my other weekly goal was to prepare to teach Sunday school before Sunday. That I met that by 50%. 50% meaning I only did like 2 out of 4. And it was because I'm tired. I'm just tired, and I sleep a lot. You know, when I'm not doing something, when I drop my daughter for school, I go home and I just lay down in bed and I just sleep because of my health and my back. So for the monthly goals, it was, did I do my visiting teaching for the month? And I did not do visiting teaching for the month. And again, it's like, seems like my health is always my scapegoat. You know, I've had more worse days than good days, and I don't know when my good day is going to be. So I never scheduled an appointment to visit the person that I have to visit teach. So I definitely need to work at that. But I did do a phone call the first month in January because I was inspired by the goals, but they didn't answer. But I did make a phone call. My other monthly goal is, did I spend at least 1 day with my daughter? And I did. We went out to eat, and for this month we went to watch Beauty and the Beast and took her to the movies. So, oh, not Beauty and the Beast, Power Rangers. Beauty and the Beast is on the list. But we watched Power Rangers. Yes. And so let me see here. It says, so I think I addressed no's in my project. Oh, my consequences. So my consequences were, I'm going to read to you guys the accountability part. It says here, I am committed to have a yes to every goal for the year. As I have to build a habit or need to make revisions to new goals due to life changes, I will do so. I will not be allowed to not commit to a goal if I'm sick, which is funny because I've been sick this entire time. And I was trying to, you know, as I was thinking about my goals on a daily basis, I was like, you're sick every day, so you can't use that all the time as, you know. So I didn't use being sick at all. My daughter would also hold me accountable. She holds me accountable for everything, even if I don't ask her. So she always gets on me about everything. She's 11, so she's great at that.
Oh, yes.
That's that age. It says, if I meet my goals weekly, I will treat myself and my daughter to a meal at a restaurant. And I did do that when I did meet my goals. I love to eat. And my consequences was do something for my mom. Because she always asked me, like, can you do me a favor? And I would turn her down most of the time. But because when I said no, I would do something when she asked me for a favor, which is like almost every day because she doesn't know how to speak English. So I did it for her, which now it's funny because even if I didn't have a consequence, it's building that habit. Even if I didn't have a consequence, it's made it easier for me to say yes to her. You know, because before it was like, no, I'm going to shoot you down and tell you no, no, no. But this helped me build the pattern of saying yes, yes, yes. Okay, I'm going to help you instead of just being no, 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 like I normally am. I guess that's a good thing. Service. Without thinking about it. And I guess that's what I accomplished because I'm trying to be. I'm just trying to make myself a nicer person, like you said, and not be so angry. Something that has helped me a lot was reading, even though that wasn't part of my goals. One of my personal goals is to read. I've kind of slacked on it the last few days, but I think everything just comes together, you know, like you're praying, you're reading, all your goals seem like to come as a whole to make you a better person. And what would I do differently in the future? I think I need more motivation. I need more self-motivation. I need, I don't think I have that many goals compared to you guys. My goals were very, very simple, just because I knew my situation at the time. Hopefully in the future I won't be as sick, or the doctors will figure out how to get my health up to par to where I can, you know, get things done, because I don't think I can right now. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how much effort did you put into the project? I would say, like, just like Laura, I was thinking about an 8, about putting the project. I feel like though some days I did way more than I was supposed to, and then some days I didn't do anything. So does it even out at the end of the day? You know, that's another question. Or does it count just for that day? And as far as what I learned about accountability, I'm horrible at it. Like Laura, you weren't the only one that had issues tracking everything. I had issues tracking too. So I'm bad at that. I started when we started this project too, I was like, okay, I'm gonna start tracking my expenses, you know, and have a budget. And it's March, and I'm like, oh, I haven't updated my budget in a few weeks. So I really, accountability is one of my, as far as tracking goes, is one of my weaknesses, and just pretty much everything. Doing paperwork, whatever, is just one of my weaknesses. But it's easier for me to do it than to like write what I have to do. So, and that is my project.
It sounds like we've all had challenging semesters, but I think I'm proud of all of us. I think we still did good work in spite of all of our challenges.
I think so too.
Yeah, and when I would see my grades on my write-ups, I was like, really? I was like, that was my grade? Okay, that's great.
I'll tell you, I struggled there for like the first 3 case studies. I finally went to it because I kept getting like C-. I'm like, what? So I finally emailed him. Okay, what am I doing wrong?
And I think that's where the Lord blessed me was, yes, I was sick. I was doing all these things, but at the end of the day, I was able, he gave me just a few hours to be able to produce those case studies, you know? So.
Yeah, after I finally emailed him, he's like, this is what you're missing. And I went, oh, and so it's been like A's and A- since then. Thank heavens.
Yes.
This is so fun because like we've met every week, like this entire semester, but now I feel like I actually know you guys. Whereas before I didn't, like, oh yeah, Brady and Laura, they're in my group and we have these meetings every week, but now I feel like I kind of have gotten to actually know you guys. So this has been a neat meeting.
I'm kind of sorry they didn't have us do a little bit of this at the beginning of the semester. I think it would have been more fun for our weekly meetings had we had a little bit of this personal stuff at the beginning, you know, had to have the sharing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would have wished it would have been you guys as my accountability partner, because I think I would have been more accountable since we see each other every week.
Every week. Seriously. Yes.
Oh my goodness, I already did the evaluation. Things that come up after the evaluation.
I was all over them on the organization. I was like, okay, not good. And I mean, I've been doing BYU Idaho Online for quite a while. This is the first one where I'm like, where is the organization? Where's usually everything is hyper organized. And if I just open and, go down, boom, 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 it's all in order. Yeah, it's practically stupid proof. You have to work at it if you're going to miss something. This semester, I was like, I'm working way too hard for these 3 credits.
Well, thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll hit stop on our recording.
Oh, it was nice to meet you, girls. Maybe we'll meet one day.
I would love that. And I hope your back continues to heal, and good luck with the doctors and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Good luck with your husband and your kid and Anne and your future plans.
We have some pretty major decisions to make. Do we stay in the Air Force? Do we get out? Do we send her? Does our son go straight to a mission? Does he go get into college, or does he work for a year? It's like this confluence of all, like the perfect storm. It's all happening like next summer. And either way, we're moving, and I'm supposed to try and find an internship while we move. I'm like, can you please just?
Wow.
Yeah. All right. You guys have been wonderful. Thank you.
You guys have a good night.
Yeah, good luck with your projects and everything. Good night.